It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Sooner Joe Mixon.
Number 28.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
23-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And take it right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
David Njoku. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time out of Chubb. And even 50 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Touchdown. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
At the 49-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Now Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. The 20. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Austin.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
You got three.
Now Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Burrows.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 44, Mike, 44.
Burrow will throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Carl Joseph. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Switch. Check 15. Check 15.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Cleveland.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to number
David Njoku, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Browns.
Check.
Play fake. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
44. Watch the screen.
Now it's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Green here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Down, they'll run with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd
and 11
at the 43-yard line.
Check. 55 mark to that defensive system. Hurry. 55.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway.
Good.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
Jarvis Landry. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 80.
Jarvis Landry, 79 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll make it second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On the carry.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy, because there won't be a sack on this play, because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
To number 85.
David Njoku, 43 yards. And this offense is running. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Browns 48, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down and 4.
Single. Hey, 128.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here is another interception.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Second and 6.
From the 44, Mayfield. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
9 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Mayfield.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Heck of a play there by Olivier Vernon to get upfield and bring him down behind the line. On second down, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 76 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Cleveland.
Mayfield now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Mixon, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals Bengals gain a bit of respectability. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Browns 55.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Boyd.
Burrow's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Going deep downfield for... And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 52 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
He is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Score Browns 55. Bengals.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And some room to work.
Is that it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns continue to roll.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Max 50, Max 50. I'm not ready.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to you. I'm going back.
1st down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield with it once more. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A toss play to Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Well, that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Burrow on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
9-yard line.
Finding Green complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
3rd and 7.
To the air again, Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And again, it's Chubb. He's got daylight. 30, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be at home next week